Good morning YouTube, we are back with another video. So today is FA Cup second round. Now, I'm a big fan of the FA Cup. If you know from last round, obviously, a big performance from the team. We were playing Maidenhead or Maidstone, I always get confused between the two. But we were playing them in the first round. So huge game, but a bit of a sort of a surreal day that day for me. So I was captain, also got my first Crawley goal, which took us into round 2. Which leads us on to today. So obviously the big third round draw, you never know who you can get if you go through. So you're dreaming of someone like United. Personally, for me, being a United fan, United away would just be unbelievable. But we know it's going to be a tough game today. Lincoln again, probably want to put it on us after we played them in the league not too long ago, where it's probably one of our best performances in all honesty. So that was a bit of a turning point for us in terms of Crawley in our league season. So we won 3-0 that day against Lincoln. Like I said, they were flying at the time. I think they were 7th or 6th in the league. So no one expected the performance that we put on. So to get a clean sheet and 3 goals on that day, obviously was a massive turning point in our season, and things so far since then have been going well. Now that leads us on to today. So second time playing them this season. Obviously today in the FA Cup, it's going to be another tough game. Probably going to be a bit cagey to start with, but we know what to expect from them. Big, physical, going to stick it on us. Big, strong runners, exactly like last time. It's going to definitely be another tough game. But in terms of this morning, as always, the coffee secured, and then heading down to the beach this morning. I promise this time in the vlog, we are going to get in the sea. I keep telling you this, but this time is for definite. The sea is definitely a little bit calmer today. The weather's not as breezy, so if you can see down here, the sea's down at the bottom. We've got the coffee secured, flat white as always. Sensational. Like I said, a little 5-minute dip in the sea, get the endorphins going, get myself ready for the game, and then it's all about heading back, getting ready, getting a bit more food down us, and then on to today's FA Cup second round game, and hopefully get us into the third round. As always, I'm going to be taking you with me behind the scenes today, trying to show you everything. So I'll take the camera into the changing rooms, I'll introduce a couple of the boys to the channel, and obviously, hopefully, get a pre-game and match game footage for you. But as I mentioned, the time is now about 11:30. I'm going to jump in the sea, have a little dip, then we'll get cracking with the rest of the day. As always, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, as there's tons of comments to come as we close in on 3,000 subscribers, which is absolutely mental. Maybe we'll do a 10,000 calorie challenge, which is quite heavily requested on my Instagram when we hit that 3,000 as a thank you. But for now, we're down in Brighton. Let's go and get in the sea. There it is. I don't know, you know, every time I come down here, especially when I'm by myself, it always looks so much choppier. I put it on myself this time as well. I gave you a promise that I would get in, but it doesn't look that bad from here, but especially when you get down to this bit and you can see how wavy it is. I don't know whether it's probably a bit of a stupid bet for me to try and get in there by myself. Imagine if I get in there now and get taken away to the island or wherever it is down there by the sea. Someone's got to ring Crawley. Where's Toby? Oh, he got dragged out at sea. Well, he's not making it for kick-off then, is he? So there will be a day when I do it on this channel, I promise you. There will be a day when I get in the sea, hopefully in winter time as well, because when it comes to summer, that's a bit too easy. Everyone gets in summer. Not many people get in winter, although there is a little bit of a quiet patch down there, so it looks a little bit calmer. No, I'm getting giddy, I'm getting excited, it'll be stupid. I promise this channel, if I have not got in the sea within the next month of posting, and it doesn't make an appearance on this YouTube, I'll retire from YouTube full time. Because I can't keep doing this to you. I promise that I'm getting in. Should have made some good content as well, but safety first, health first. I'm a bit of an outgoing person, but at times, you've got to keep the reins on. So instead, I'll obviously just get another little walk down the prom, get some steps in, head out for a coffee number 2, and then get back, get some shakes down us, or when I say shakes, get a shake to fuel us up, then we'll head down to the game. Right, we've got the second coffee secured. Now, if you've been following this page for a while, or especially on Instagram, you'll know that when it comes to caffeine, I pretty much try and go cold turkey literally throughout the whole week, and then Saturday I will absolutely abuse the stuff. when I say abuse the stuff, I just mean like 2 cups or 2 flat whites like I've had this morning, and then 1 little caffeine shot as well throughout the day. And I promise you, if I do it that way, literally come the end of the afternoon, I'm absolutely off my head when it comes to the caffeine shakes. But me personally, I just find it helps me so much more when it comes to a game. Like I said, there was a point where if I was having, say, 2 or 3 cups each day, come on a Saturday, I just wouldn't really notice it when I had any more caffeine. But then, now that I sort of tapered it back, Monday to Friday, don't have any, like I said, 2 cups of coffee pre-game and then a caffeine shot from the S&C coach before the game. And like I get the skin tingles, I just feel so much more alert. I feel like the caffeine is fully working its magic. And I just notice that it gets me up for the game even more. So if you are someone that plays football or potentially abuses caffeine like I do, then potentially taper it back down and abuse the stuff on a game day. But obviously don't go too overboard because chances are you'll probably die, which no one wants. But like I said, second one secured for the day. Just arriving back at the car now, and then it's time to get back. Oh, these stairs, by the way, got about 8 flights of them. Don't need a warm up before the game, but get back, get changed, and head off to the ground. Right, it is pre-match meal time. Oh my days, this banana is mouldy. Anyway, on another note, it's pre-match meal time. Now, one thing that I always get asked about is sort of foods that I eat the day of a game. Now, if you are a footballer, you shouldn't really, especially if your kick-off is at 3 o'clock, you shouldn't really be having too much food throughout the morning and throughout the afternoon, just because you want to be quite light whilst you're playing. That is one of the reasons why I eat so much the day before a game. So if you've been following me on Instagram, which I'll plug on here if you're new, then you'll have seen all my full days of eating. Now, I always sort of get asked, like, why do you eat so much the day before a game? And the reason being is so that essentially then I've got enough energy and enough sort of carbs to use up for my game. So that then the day of a game, for example today, then I don't have to eat too much food because essentially you're not giving your body enough time to digest it. You might feel a little bit heavy whilst you're playing. And me personally, I like to feel a little bit lighter whilst I'm playing. So literally this morning was Nutella porridge, which I've posted the recipe about numerous times, and then a couple of coffees, and now the world's best smoothie. A little bit concerned though that I've not been to the toilet yet. I've now had 2 coffees. I'm about to have a smoothie that is considered a bit of a bowel mover, and I still need to make my way to the ground. So hopefully I'll go before I get in my car, because I don't want to have to be that guy that pulls over on the road. Anyway, enough talk about that because I'm trying to get myself ready for the game. The world's greatest smoothie, about 600 calories, has everything that you need in, and it is fairly decent for pre-match as well, because loads of health, loads of vitamins, loads of nutrients. Get this ready to go, and then we'll down this, get changed, and get ready to go to the ground. Ah, lovely. Absolutely lovely. I still feel a little bit guilty the fact that I didn't get in the sea this morning, so I'm going to get a cold shower just to provide that little bit of a buzz like the sea would. However, I'm obviously not going to show you that because that would be a bit weird, me getting in the shower and putting my camera up and all that sort of stuff. So get this down, just a quick shower, get changed, and then off to the stadium.
Come on!
Of course you can.
Oh.
Got it.
Thank you.
No worries, mate. This one, of course, can, mate.
Squad number as well, please.
There you are, mate. And another one.
Please, yeah.
There you are, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
All right.
How are we doing? You all right?
There's 4 of them, one place.
There you are.
One on
This
that
one, yeah. Got it on there, yeah?
Yeah.
There you are, mate.
Brilliant. All the best.
Thank you very much. See you later. How are we? You all right?
Good, mate. Can you stop doing all these things?
I've got to get in. You all right? Nice to meet you. See what the picture's saying, Ben? How are we? Yeah, all good. Lovely, innit? Go on. Class. All right, Brags. Cheers, son. Hello, the lads. Hello, Rob. Good morning, YouTube. Now, I've said this in a previous video before, but when football is good, it's the best thing in the world. When it is bad, it is absolutely horrendous. So today is probably the lowest I felt for a long time, actually. Been playing well, results have been better. Things were sort of moving well on the football front. I was feeling good at myself, whereas this morning I feel dreadful. 4-3 loss, so conceded 4 goals. One of them was definitely my fault at the start, which wasn't ideal, but these things happen in football. Obviously, you can't get too high and you can't get too low. That is one thing that I always preach. It's really important to try and stay like that as an athlete. Like I said, if you get too high, chances are that it will come crashing down. If you get too low, you'll never pick yourself back up. So it's important to take the highs with the highs and the lows with the lows. Don't get too high, like I said, don't get too low with the lows. We have another game on Tuesday, but unfortunately I'm suspended, so 5 yellow cards, and I'm gutted about that as well. I think that's another reason why I'm in a bad mood. Whenever I've sort of not played my best, I like to get straight back to it, so Tuesday would have been ideal. However, 5 yellow cards across the season so far, which means I'm suspended for Tuesday, and it's Charlton away, which was one of my favourite stadiums I was looking forward to playing at this season. However, I'm still going to go down to the game and watch, and then we've obviously got Stevenage next Saturday, so 6 days or 7 days to go until the next game for me, which is a bit frustrating, but it's one of those. I know as well, like, I'm never going to play well every week. That is the goal. I want to play well every week, and I feel like this has probably been the most consistent I've been with my football, and I've been chucking in some good performances, or some very good performances on top of being consistent. So yesterday was a bit of a frustrating one, but like I said, it's that mentality, just bouncing straight back, putting it behind you, which I will do. Then moving on to the next game. I was not going to post, but then I just thought, you know what, I've got to be accountable. I've got to post it in terms of today's video, because there's no point just posting when things are going well, because there's obviously going to be times when things go bad. So I think it's actually good to share an insight on when things aren't going great, like it has done this weekend. And it's a shame, to be fair, because we were 2-0 up, we were absolutely flying. On the first goal, I should have just cleared it, didn't do. They score literally exactly how we knew they would be, how they would play, powerful, strong, get the ball into the box, and it was a bit of a different performance compared to obviously when we last played them in the league, which is a bit frustrating, but credit to them. You know, a good strong team, that's why they're up there near the top end of the table in League One. I'm going to be absolutely gutted if they get someone like United away or Spurs away, something like that, so I will be looking out for the draw. But that's the perks of being in the hat in the third round. You never know who you can get. That is one of the bonuses. So fingers crossed they don't get any big FA Cup draws. Otherwise it'll feel even worse. There's no worse feeling than losing in football. Like I said, not had it for a while. Performances have been good from the team and from myself. And then, like I said, we've been getting the results. Whereas yesterday, it's the first one for a while where the performance after sort of 25 minutes wasn't there. And the result wasn't either. So it's not a nice feeling at all. Didn't sleep great last night. This is the thing about football, it literally takes over your whole life. That's why you've got to be mentally so strong for it, because if you're not, it can be very easy to sort of get yourself back into the rhythm of things. But like I said, been here before. Tuesday unfortunately can't play, which is frustrating, but we've got a full week of training. Well, I hope so. I don't know if you can tell in this, I did literally a somersault in the first half. I jumped up for a header, and the lads backed in and took my legs away, and I've literally done a somersault in the air and landed straight on my neck. So I did not sleep well last night, which is probably again why I look horrendous this morning. I can move my neck that way, but then as soon as I go that way, that's as good as it goes. So that's going to need a bit of work today. This morning I've got a bit of work to do for my online coaching, so I'm going to head down to the coffee shop now, sit in there, neck a few coffees just to perk myself up, get some work done, and then I'm going to head down to the David Lloyd for a little bit of gym work. Try and get some, don't even know what, blood into it, mobility. Can you mobility your neck? Can you stretch your neck? God knows. But I'm going to try. Sauna, pool, all that sort of stuff, and then back in training tomorrow ahead of a massive game for the boys on Tuesday. So we're going to wrap it up there for another vlog. Like I said, thank you for tuning in as always. We're closing in on 3,000 subscribers. If we hit that, as a thank you, we'll do the first ever calorie challenge on this page, which is something that's been heavily requested in my Instagram direct messages. So appreciate all the support. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the channel. Any comments that you want to leave below of what you want to see more of, please let me know and I'll do that for you. And like I said, we'll wrap up there for another vlog, and I will see you in the next one.